Hello from Southern Ontario this November 24th here in Canada. So, the immortal words, or in the words of the immortal Gomer Pyle, surprise, 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 the inquiry into the Emergency Measures Act turned left. Hard left yesterday. Just a little background, the commissioner of the inquiry, call him the judge if you like, he was appointed by Trudeau, and he is a lifetime Liberal Party member, having held several different postings. We needn't get into that. Now here's an example, and then we'll get to the meat of the matter. Marco Mendicino, then and now the Minister of Public Safety, and the entire Liberal government and their bought and paid for misinformation department, the mainstream media propaganda department, has been chirping all along about the flags, the Nazi flags and the Confederate flags. There were two of each in the entire 3 weeks in Ottawa. The Nazi flags, one was an innocent mistake, the other was an obvious government plant, as it was behind where the parliamentary police don't let the public go. So it wasn't a member of the public who hung that flag. The two rebel flags, one was an obvious government plant the first day. This masked dude who was all bundled up and got chased off by the convoy. So Mendicino's chirping away at the inquiry about these unacceptable flags, and one of the lawyers goes, "Well, here, look, here's a picture of the plate of that pickup truck with a Canadian flag and a rebel flag. You can clearly see the license plate. Has the RCMP or CSIS or anyone identified who owns that plate?" Well, no. Well, why not? It's right there. We can see it. And in between the first three digits and letters and the last three, there's a crown. It's a government plate. So they said, well, let's run it right now then, shall we? Uh-oh. Yep, turns out to belong to a Liberal government member. I won't name him or his position. Censorship, So they still chirping on. So anyways, let's cut to the meat of the matter. After, asking months in advance, months ago, that the government provide unredacted documents of communications within the government, let's just leave it at that, that can hold no cabinet privilege or any other privilege, legal privilege. There's no question on that matter. So whatever it is, 9 months after requesting it, they got dumped. The legal counsel got dumped thousands of documents, most of which were redacted to the point of there's 3 words on an entire page, right? And they're going, well, come on, this is, no court of law would find this to be acceptable at all. Come on, we had to come up with all of our stuff. The lawyer got haggling with the commissioner, the Liberal commissioner, who then tossed him out because he'd said, well, look, if you're not going to give us unredacted documents or time to deal with this, that guy's sitting right there. We have Marco Mendicino, and that's one of his staffers. There is no cabinet privilege. Let's call him up right now, swear him in, and then we don't need this page, which is just black. And the commissioner throws the lawyer out. So, again, to quote Gomer Pyle, surprise, surprise, surprise. And in summation, I just want to say, it's become quite evident, despite the government's best efforts. I could make videos on end You can go to Clyde Do Something, this guy's garage, Mr. Sunshine Baby, the True North, wherever, and see the testimony that proves what I'm just going to summate with here, which is that the government clearly and inarguably, before the convoy arrived in Ottawa, had made up their mind to label it as a Nazi, Russian-sponsored, right-wing, misogynist extremists, and that they had every intention of enacting the Emergency Act. So, yeah, again, I'll just summate in totality. Surprise, surprise, surprise.